And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the shotgun snap to Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Nick Perry with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
You got it. Check 24, check. Pass 85.
On 2nd down, Singletary takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Bills. 43 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Dalton off play action. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. To return is McKenzie. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 29, Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Second down and goal. Allen, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jordan Evans able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. To try again after the sack. Dalton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 26 and a first down. First and 10 for Dalton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. There he goes left side, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Passing. It's Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Dalton. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. So Allen's going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine out. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. What do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Check out. 380. Reggie. You on deck. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after 12.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down now, Corbin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. 46 the outlaw. Check. No.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Watch the shot. Sponge. Hey, check. Alert flare.
He'll try to run with Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
On first down, Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
64, hey, Charlie. Show it up. Big dance. Come. Check 37. Jam. Hey, Jet. Check 25.
They'll look to throw here.
Going deep here for Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Kill. Rugby.
Lock. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. 2nd and 10. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Gone right.
29-yard
10. Check. On. Kill.
Now Luck. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
Jets 9, Chargers 7.
Check out. 240. Hey, check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert, alert. Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Kill. He's coming.
On first down, Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Check out. 140. Strip that ball. Ready.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he's got a new one. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 24 yards. On first down, it's Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack, though. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
61, matchbox, light, get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. They'll set up a throw. That's taken in by Callaway.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. A gain of 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hey, box truck.
Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Punt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 26.
Back to throw. Love. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
6-6, pull it high.
Now it's Love. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And his kick here is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go!
Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Watch time, watch time. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Ready? 18 Gator.
First down, Chargers.
Jay, exit. Snap.
They're going to look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, we got to get this started.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
That's right. We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, watch out. Check, Mike.
Second and 3. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second and 11 now. Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Strong right. Watch out.
After the interception, it's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check. Crunch. 40. Easy. Alert. You got tape. Hey, check.
Watch the twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam, slam, slam.
Throwing on second and long. Luck. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Luck. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Luck on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They'll look to throw here. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And out across midfield down to the 45. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check. 53 Mike. Check. 55.
2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, wahoo! Dude!
They'll look to throw again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, What you got? What you got, Heavy?
Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Well, let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Go. Hey, check. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, no, look good.
They'll set up a throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
Mike 54.
Smooth.
54.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
No. Off.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Luck now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Spot. Alert. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And his kick is indeed good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
50's the mark.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And they almost just had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 mils a week after. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. Better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sons, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her claim she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more.